nutrients in it still have life in it. Well, if life is unplugged from its source, it dies. They know that. Well, this stuff got to sit on shelves for months before the Negro go buy it. So they have to take all the oxygen and the nutrients out of it. And then when they do that, they literally are vacuuming all of the phytonutrients and oxygen out of it. And anytime you suck anything out of the life of it, it becomes back to the ashes that was created from. This is called isolated chemistry, because now you have all this chemistry just sitting around and you don't have no nutrient factor or no blood, no magnesium, no chlorophyll or nothing to take these constituents and bring it to all the other cellulose or parts of the cells that's inside the plant. So now you just got a lot of minerals just sitting in one spot. Now they cook the minerals and they isolate the minerals. Then they add things to it to make it last even longer. So you literally biting into a candy bar or eating some chips or eating a piece of chicken and you thinking it's tasting mighty good and that it's good for the soul. But when it tastes good, it's just an illusion that they're tricking your melanin taste buds that make you think that there's meat when it's not meat. It's GMO. Make you think that that crispiest crunch is good for you because you literally need a therapist because your ancestors been in slavery for damn near 1,000 years. And that chewing effect calms you down because it releases oxytocin and dopamines in you, and it gives you that calm state because intellectually and deep within your so-called subconscious mind, you are lost and you don't know what the hell is truly going on in life because you have been beaten and robbed and spoiled as a people for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. So that chewing effect is calming to you. That's why when you chew, you say, You see that? It relaxes you. That's why when you're done eating, you want to go to sleep. We call it nigga-itis. You get lazy because the food have calmed you down through the chewing effect. Because this is, look, therapists do this all the time. Psychiatrists do this all the time. That's why when they talk to you mellow. That's why they always offer you a piece of candy or chewing gum when they want you to tell them all their business. This is all food psychology, and they are the masters of this stuff, and y'all are falling victim to it. So you're eating food that's not even food. Not only is this food is not food, it's full of drugs, and it is worse than the actual drugs that are classified as drugs. In Mexico, in South Mexico, sugar is banned. It's banned. In Singapore, sugar is banned. That is a drug. It's a neurotoxin. Sugar done killed more people than cocaine. Sugar done killed more people than bullets done killed people. Do y'all realize what sugar does to the body? And I'm not talking about simple sugars, simple monosaccharides. I'm not talking about that. I'm not even talking about disaccharides. I'm talking about when you start getting up into them complex sugars because they done cook sugar with sugar, they done refine sugar, they done processed it, done did everything to it to make it as sweet as possible because they know that your melanin loves sweet, because they know psychologically you have been made to equate sugar with love. The more sugar, the more love. The more love, the more your anxiety goes away. But the moment you lose that sugar and you lack that sugar, anxiety builds up. The more you crave, the more you get hangry, the more you get hungry, the more it pisses off your whole mood because you are chemically imbalanced by the food. First, you was chemically imbalanced by what your ancestors went through, and they passed down all these genetics to us. Now, not only that, the things that we're experienced in modern day, plus jobs and, running from the white man. And look, slavery haven't changed. Brothers being locked up, Lil BB, Juju, and them just got killed. We seeing our brothers getting murdered in the streets by the police. We have been so desensitized, even though our conscious mind have been desensitized. You don't think that have an effect and play on our so-called subconscious mind? It does. So you're always looking for an outlet, or you always looking for a way to get away. That's why you like drinking. That's why you like smoking. That's why you like cigarettes. That's why you love sex, because all of these are routes to get away from who you truly are, because you associate your blackness with poverty, death, and just all types of depressing things, because that's all we see as a people. So one of the major outlets that this man done figured out, the government done figured out, is we can give them a food and they can have their outlet through the food. We're going to make it sweet. We're going to make it salty. We're going to make it fat. We're going to make them hungry. When they eat it, they're going to feel like they need more and more and more. Not knowing that this is isolated chemistry, not knowing that salt dehydrate the body. See that? Salt is it's a dehydrator. Now, why you think it's a preservative? It dehydrates all the phytonutrients out of the body. Sugar is a neurotoxin. We're going to show some brain scans, and fats, lipid-based. When that fat breaks down, it breaks down into pus and acids. These things are killing us. But since they got that texture just right, man, the texture of the Twizzler just tastes so good on my tongue. I get a melanin response. I got to have more of it. It goes down just right. It's smooth when it go down. And it hit the belly just right. See that salt, that protein, and that sugar, and that lipid, that fat, that ratio, they've been working on this shit for 50 years, and they finally got it just right. So when you bite into it, them dopamines and that neuroepinephrine and that epinephrine start firing off in that brain, and you're literally having orgasmic sex with your food. With your food. And you want more and more and more. More and more and more. And remember in the last segment, that's the reason why before you want to go get them draws off a woman, what you do, you take her on a date. Notice this date always have food and some type of liquid involved, because this is a pre-sexual thing, because food is associated with sex. See, they done figured this out, but you haven't figured it out. And you wonder why you can't kick your addiction, because you haven't even realized that you're addicted. If y'all get what I'm saying so far, type in some nines. If y'all get what I'm saying so far, type in some nines. Yeah, we truly got to start studying, y'all. I mean, just start studying you. I'm not even saying you got to study anybody else. Start studying yourself. Look at what you doing, how you eating, why you eat the things that you eat. Start studying your process. When you get up in the morning, what's the first thing on your mind? Is the first thing on your mind breakfast? You lost in the sauce. You addicted. You're chasing dopamine. You're a dope head at this point. Remember, dope just come from dopamine. This is a chemical reaction that is stimulated by the hypothalamus gland, or what you'll call the hippocampus inside of the brain. It look like horns. All right, now check this out. I want to start just pulling some pictures up for y'all. Check this stuff out, y'all. This stuff is deep. First, I want to talk about this. Look at this stuff, man. This is the stuff that is killing us. Look at this. None of this is real food. None of this. Not the hamburgers, not the hot dogs, not the pizza, not the onion rings. Do you realize it probably took them a whole month in production just to make this? This is before they even put it on the trucks, y'all. We ain't even talking about packaging and taking it to the warehouse, and then they truck come pick it up and take it to the distribution space places like Snooks, like Whole Foods and Shop and Save and all these other different distributing places. So in order for this stuff to actually even be here for a long time and still look like it's good, they have to put chemicals in it. It cannot be the real stuff, because if it's real, it dies. Everything that have life in it have an expected date of expiration. Why these things don't have an expected date of expiration? Why can you get a McDonald's burger and you can leave it out for 20 damn years and it still look the exact same from 20 years ago? That's because it's not real living food. It's isolated chemicals and it's isolated chemistry with isolates in it. And that's why it is robbing your body of all its nutritive factors. And that is the reason why you're sick with disease and you have mineral deficiency and all types of other disease and ailments, aching and just eating and chewing away at your physiology, because what you call food is not food at all. Food have life. This don't have life in it whatsoever. Whatsoever. Now, I want to show y'all how this stuff looks in the brain. All right. Now, this is a perfectly fine melanin neurotransmitter functioning brain. You see all that red? All that red is the chemical factories working by way of the glandular highway. This is how you perceive your reality. All this red right here. Notice when you start studying MRIs, you look for the red. The red represents brain activity, right? Now, we're going to see when you first started getting addicted to these chemical-induced witchcraft foods. That's what I'm gonna call them from now on, because it's witchcraft, because it's not real foods, but it's made for you to believe that it's real foods. You first start getting this dopamine effect. Then we're going to notice that as the years pass, this dopamine, melatonin, serotonin reactions start fading away, because the food literally starts dehydrating and shrinking your brain. And you wonder why you have glitters, or you got gaps and you can't remember a damn thing, or you develop Alzheimer's disease or Parkinson's disease and all these different neuropathy, nervous system diseases. It's because of this very factor right here. These foods are robbing you of your phytonutrients, of your biophotons, of your flavonoids, of your curcumin, of your tannins, of everything that you need to sustain this vehicle and vessel that we call the human body. Now, look, when you start looking at this is just one MRI image. Look at all of the melatonin and serotonin and melanated 12 cranium clusters just popping off in the brain, right? This is just one. Now, I want to show you the effect when you start eating these foods and what it does to you years on and years on as you continue to eat these things. Your brain become twice less its size that it was. Just like alcohol shrinks the brain, well, salt shrinks the brain. Guess what's inside the alcohol? Processed sugar and salt and lipids. Guess what's inside your cigarettes? Sugar, alpha bomb, nicotine, and salts. You see that? Guess what's inside your all of your junk foods and your snacks and all these foods that's not really food? Sugar, salts, and lipids. They done figured out what the Negro is attracted to. A Negro like his seasoning, which I'm gonna call salts. He love his sweets, which I'm gonna call sugar, and he love the fat end of something, which I'm gonna call your meats or your protein or your lipid base. Why are you putting meat, lipid base inside of candy? It's candy. It's not even supposed to have meat in it, but they will put meat in it, y'all. It's something called a title law, which means this title law was actually produced in 1957, where they ain't got to tell you what the hell they really putting inside their food. Long as they have a broad brass meaning of organic, they can throw organic on it and don't have to be organic. Organic means originally grown by Yahweh. They can put organic on their stuff that wasn't grown by Yahweh at all. They can call something organic, meaning it was organic. Organic just means original. It was originally grown on their farm, and they can stick an organic sticker on there. So organic don't even mean organic. Even the label laws, it's called the label law. It is full of witchcraft and sorcery. You think you going to Whole Foods and you think you living your best life when you eating worse food than at McDonald's. These are facts. Wait till you see the many documentaries that I got going out about this stuff, y'all. It will blow your mind. And now everybody wonder why I'm pushing a raw diet. Raw. Because this stuff that we cooking, it already don't have phytonutrients in it, family. It's already full of drugs and additives and preservatives that's going to have you hooked on it. Then you cooking, which is going to cook if it did have an inkling of a phytonutrients off, the moment that you put a fire to it, that's gone. See that? And you just have a whole sick people. Do you realize that, look, the average American eat 33 pounds of sugar a year. 33 pounds. The average American not only eat 33 pounds, I'm talking about an individual, 33 pounds of sugar a year. That is crazy. Huh? That's crazy. Look, average American eats 54 pounds of cheese a year. 54 pounds. Cheese is the fats. You see that? Sugar is the sugar. The average American, this gonna blow your mind. Check my stats. Check my facts and see if I'm lying. 43 pounds of salt. Isolated chemistry salt a year. And you wonder why diabetes is the highest. High blood pressure is the highest. Neuropathy and nerve damage diseases is the highest amongst the people. This is 33 pounds? 33 pounds. That's deep. That is deep. Do your average weight, my people, and then put 33 pounds of that weight as sugar, 43 pounds of that weight as salt, and 54 pounds of that weight as cheese or dairy products. That is damn near half of your body weight that you're spending on food that's not even real food. That is deep. That's deep. Let's keep this going. Let's keep this going. Now, let me show y'all some things. So we're going to show y'all what sugar actually start doing when it comes to the brain. Because all of this is going through brain chemicals, brain sensations, stimulations, and perceptions and things like that. This sugar is killing you. This sugar is shrinking your brain. This sugar is putting holes in your brain, just like when you fire up marijuana and smoke marijuana. Now, marijuana as a tea does not kill brain cells at all, but the moment you put a flame to it, it does. Marijuana as a tea, consuming it without fire is very, very health-wise is beneficial to you. But the moment you put a flame to it, it becomes a chemical. All right? Now, let's show y'all what this stuff do to you. Let's show y'all. Now, check this out. This is showing you, let me see if I can move this out the way, these comments real quick for y'all can see that. This is showing you a brain that's on sugar and a brain that's on cocaine. Y'all see that? A brain that's on sugar and the brain that's on cocaine. There is technically not really a difference. Now, notice that both of them are missing that red factor that I've been talking about. And that red factor is the brain reaction, the dopamine, the epinephrine, the neuroepinephrine, all of these different dendrites is just firing off like shooting stars that's in the cosmos. That's how it's supposed to be in your brain. But what sugar does, sugar stimulates, it's a stimulant. In the beginning, it's all good. It's kind of like a pretending Negro, a pretending woman. In the beginning, it's all good, but with time, you're really going to get to know what they about. That's what sugar does to you. In the beginning, it gives you this effect. See that? In the beginning, it looks like this, that red, all of that heat, that friction is firing off because there's so much activity going on within inside of the brain cells, right? But you keep on that sugar. It starts looking like this. It starts depleting. Notice there is no more activity really going on. And notice all these dehydrating spots because the brain is starting to become dehydrated from all of the water that the sugar is basically dehydrating out of the brain. The brain is made of 97% water. The body is made of 87% water. Sugar and salt dehydrates the body of water. Lipids break down into mucus and suffocates the cell. So it smothers the water out. So all of these are a dehydrating factor. Notice there is no more brain activity going on with sugar. Now look at cocaine. Same thing. Now the cocaine is a little worse if you're looking at it. Little worse, you see, if you look on the sugar side, you can still see a little bit of that green area. You see that? A little bit of that green area. But when you get to the cocaine, sugar cane, cocaine, there's no difference. But when you get to that cocaine, even the green area is starting to wear away. This is what these so-called foods, these witchcraft foods are doing to your brain. And you wonder why you got brain lag. You wonder why you forget stuff. You wonder why you be looking for your damn phone and you be on the phone. You be on the phone asking the person you talking to on the phone, where's your phone? Damn, I lost my phone. Hey, you seen? Dang, hold on. I got to call you back. I just lost my phone. They on the other hand like, what the hell? You own the phone. You own the phone. You see how that go? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let me show y'all some things. Now, remember when we was talking about vanishing caloric density, which is this thing that they done made up. Let's read up on vanishing caloric density. Let me pull this in real fast. Let me pull this in real quick, family. Hold on. Let me pull this in on the screen. Y'all let me know if y'all can see this too. Can y'all see this? My mom did this for real. No, a lot of people have, Queen. I'm not making this up. That wasn't a joke. That was serious. If y'all can read this, let me know. And then we can start reading through a few of these things. Type in some nines if y'all can read this. See that? Only when you smoke weed because it gives it that brain effect. Yeah, y'all gotta get off the sugar. Y'all can't read this? All right, okay, I see a lot of people. So I just want to show y'all, this is your brain on junk food. Dynamic contrast. Look, it's getting to a whole lot of different things, right? Dynamic contrast refers to a combination of different sensations in the same food. You see that? Different sensations in the same food. And then it talks about the salivary response. Look, the salivation is a part of the experience of eating food. Look, y'all think I'm lying. Start reading this stuff. But what I want to get to, because a lot of this I'm bringing forth to my seminar that I got in Las Vegas. When I say we finna go in on information never heard before, I'm finna go all the way in. Straight up, no filter whatsoever. I'm finna go all the way in. But I do want to show y'all a little bit of this stuff. When you get down to what I was talking about, notice what it's called rapid food meltdown. These are scientific terms, y'all. Rapid food meltdown and vanishing caloric density. I ain't make this up, family. Look at this. Rapid food meltdown and vanishing caloric density. Foods that rapidly vanish or melt in your mouth. Signal to your brain that you're not eating as much as you actually are. These people are straight witchcraft. These are warlocks here. So you eating a whole bag of chips and you still hungry, or you wondering why your children are eating all day and they eat you out of house and a home and they still hungry because you're not feeding your children real food, or why you hungry all the time. And we want to blame it on the parasites all the time. No, it ain't the parasites. You ain't eating real food. Now, on top of that, you got parasites that's eating the food that you are eating. That just make you twice as hungry or make you twice as malnourished and malnutrition. But y'all see this? So it says food that rapidly vanish or melt in your mouth signal to your brain that you are not eating as much as you actually are. Look, in other words, these foods literally tell your brain that you are not full, even though you are eating a lot of calories. I'm not making this up. And you wonder why you can't get off the weight. You wonder why your thyroid glands is down and your metabolic process is not working right, or you can't gain weight. And then if you do gain weight, you can't get off the weight. That's because they are making these witchcraft foods to mess with your psychological functioning and processing of your brain. I have a whole seminar talking about how food make you gay. Literally, they done weaponize the food to make you gay because it changes the way you perceive reality. What you think soy do? What do you think soy do? What do you think all this estrogen and Easter prohibitors and spikes and stimulus do to you? How it got you growing breasts, shrinking your penis an inch a year. The black man penis is getting shrunk an inch a year, y'all, from these type of foods. You wake up with a small penis and wonder why. It ain't your genetic makeup. They are in these laboratories messing with your reproductive organs. 33 million black women get fibroids each year. They are messing with your reproductive organs, black queen. This is not by mere coincidence. This is food weaponization. They're weaponizing foods to sterilize us, to kill us, to get us sick with diseases, and then they kicking our asses straight to the pharmaceutical companies. And the pharmaceutical companies and the food industry is all ran by John D. Rockefeller Foundation. It's the same thing. They feeding you and doping you up on the food to get you sick, to get you ready for your deathbed, and you're going to pay them millions of dollars with your insurance for the pharmaceuticals. Then the pharmaceuticals going to kill you. Do y'all see the diabolical plot on humanity? If y'all see the diabolical plot on humanity, type in some nines. Again, I ain't got to make this up. These are none of my words. This is just come with hard study and research. That's it. Hard study and research and healing a lot of people, cleansing a lot of people of these very dope, addictive foods. These, man, look, there's so many names I can call these foods, y'all. Now, look, this is going to blow y'all mind. So remember, we're talking about fat, we're talking about sugar, and we're talking about salt ratio. They done figured out, it's called a melting point, where they stimulate the melanin inside your salivary glands to actually interact with the food and send off different melanin neurotransmitters to the brain to talk to the brain to shut down certain points of the body. One of the things that these foods, this Frankenstein food, this witchcraft food, one of the things that it does is it shuts off serotonin from being produced in your gut. Serotonin, remember, your gut is your first brain. So serotonin is a melanin. It's just more of the male principle side of melanin. Melatonin is more of the female principle side. So, the male is the protector. That's what the male do. So what serotonin would do with these foods is it would send it to the liver for the liver to detoxify it out. But they have put something, these damn scientists have put something in the food to shut down your serotonin melanated receptors. It shuts it down. So the body defense automatically go down and the serotonin would not go through a detoxification agent. This is how you get addicted. So now you got the dopamine high. You high off the dope. That's dope, remember? You high off the dopamine. Now oxytocin is coming in, which is another melanin receptor, to bind with the food. Then it shuts down the serotonin. So now the serotonin is not going to kick or trick the liver to tell the liver to start pushing out bile and pepsinogen to break down this food, to hurry up and to excrete or get it out of the body. So now the food stay and it lingers in the blood, and then the other melatonin or the other melanin receptors actually take pieces of these and store it up inside of the cell. So now you got stored up artificial sweeteners, stored up bleach white flour, stored up isolated salt mineral, and stored up neurotoxin sugar inside of the cell. And the cell is just getting familiar with it and making love to it and just loving it and loving it. So then you will go through your circadian rhythm where you'll go 4 hours without it, but the cell then binded to it so much that it will start making you think that you will die if you don't have that food. It will get you pissed off and angry if you don't have that particular food. It will have you mad as hell if you don't have that particular food. Do y'all see how this works? So look, they weaponizing food. This is food chemistry. This is food war. This is straight true food psychology, y'all. On a high level that you ain't even think existed. You ain't even think this existed. They spend billions of dollars on scientists to go through the Harvard and all these different Yale, all these high graduate colleges to come out just to go to a chemistry and make up your damn food, put it in a box, make it look pretty, put some color therapy on it. Red, which is lust, blue, make it cool, fruity colors because we African. You know, these African Hebraic minds love colors. So they put all these different colors like Fruity Loops and all of this that's going to remind you of the homeland or remind you of the tropics, food psychology, and you gonna want it. You gonna want it. And it ain't even damn food. It's full of sugar. It's full of neurotoxins. It's full of dehydrators, preservatives, additive, goat nut semen, all types of things, pork bone and marrow. And you wonder why you sick. You wonder why you sick. Now, what else got all these things inside of it? Huh? What else got all these things inside of it? Let me show you some. Hold on. Look, you know me. Let me show you something. Now, check this out, family. I ain't making this up. Look, this is a normal brain. Notice you see the normal brain, it still have that red functioning color. The dopamines, the epinephrine, the neuroepinephrine, the melatonin, the serotonin, the 12 cranial nerve centers of the brain, or what we're going to call the 12 melanin clusters, the 12 disciples, the 12 sun cycles, the 12 solar cycles, or the 12 hours around the clock, whatever you want to say or whatever you want to identify this with. It's all the same science. Notice that these are firing off in the normal brain. Notice that. But the moment you get on cocaine, they leave. It's not firing off no more because the brain is becoming dehydrated and you're killing the nervous system. And now the nervous system cannot ascend and descend upon Jacob's ladder. So there is no type of angel or messenger to get the messages back and forth between all three of your brains, which is your central nervous system, which is your heart, and which is your intrinsic nervous system, or your gut, which is your first brain. You have no more connection there no more. Now you wondering why you forgetting things. You get angered fast. Your penis can't get hard. Your vagina don't get wet. Huh? And no, this is sexual. I'm just not turned on. You turned on as all hell. You just don't know it because you doped up. You doped up. Straight up. You doped up. And if anybody have ever been on cocaine, you know what I mean. How it can't get up. Same thing sugar and all these other things do. It literally destroys the reproductive system. Then you crack open a fibroid and you see what's in it. Mineral salts, estrogen, hormones. See that? Iron inhibitors, blood clots, full of iron inhibitors and minerals that didn't have any type of utilization going on because these were isolated chemistry minerals. Yes, we just studied fibroids and seen what's inside of these fibroblastic cells. The very thing that this very food that I'm talking about. It's what's making these things up. Now look at the obese or the ones that's on the sugar. Look, so you got a normal, his brain all perfect. Then you got a cocaine. Notice that brain is just dehydrated as hell. Then you go over to the sugar cane or the obese because it's full of sugar, fats, and lipids. It looks just like the cocaine addicted brain. Again, sugar is a drug, y'all. Neurotoxin. Salt is a drug, a neurotoxin and a dehydrator. It will deteriorate and eat your cells alive. Huh? That's why anybody that get on our healing packages, notice what we do. We got to get rid of the salt because the salt messes up the potassium monophosphate in the water ratio of the cell. It will dehydrate the hell out of your cell. You can't heal cancer on a salt diet. Salt actually causes cancer. Look, sometimes in therapy, we will use sea salt to dissolve mucus in extreme cases. Because we noticed that sea salt will dissolve mucus within 3 days. That is how powerful and how astringent and how dangerous salt is. In extreme uses, we'll use it. For our AIDS patients, we'll put them on a salt diet for like 3 days. A salt bath diet or a salt diet, nothing but salt water intake, because it literally dissolves all the mucus in the body within 3 days. Imagine you taking salt for 30 damn years. And you worry about high blood pressure. Your whole mucous membrane gone. The whole gut lining of your stomach and intestines is gone. Do you see what they are doing to us? They have weaponized our food against us, family. They have weaponized our food against us. Don't worry, we're going to get to how to heal this thing. A lot of people like, Yahki, you don't never go into deep on how to reverse it. Yes, I do. Y'all just don't be listening. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slow down when it's time to show y'all how to get rid of this stuff. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Now, I want to show y'all this. Make sure if y'all don't have tickets, if you close in Las Vegas or close to Las Vegas, if you want to get a trip, y'all, make sure that y'all book tickets to this seminar, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Information never heard before. Go on my page. I'm going to post my ticket and the link to eBright. They buying the tickets up fast as a mug too, y'all. Make sure y'all get them, book them planes, get your hotel, and be there. Be there. Come get that information. This information is very, very vital to the Black community, family. All of my seminars have been sold out. Every last one of them. Every last one of them. So make sure you get your tickets very, very quick, y'all, because we going to go in, y'all. We going in. Now, check this out. Look at the smoker's brain. So it shows you a smoker's brain, an alcoholic brain, an obese brain, a cocaine brain, a non-smoker brain, a normal brain. Look at that. Another normal brain and a normal brain. Check out how this is. So check out the smoker's brain, then look at the non-smoker's brain. Y'all see how it start losing its oxygen and it starts shrinking that brain up? Now look at the alcoholic brain and the non-alcoholic brain. Y'all see what's going on? Now, the reason why I want to really talk about alcohol, because if you look up the actual Arabic or Aramaic word for alcohol, it stands for algal. Algal is actually a flesh-eating, deteriorating demon. It's a demon that eats your flesh. Algal. Look this stuff up, y'all. If you want to read the true Hebraic, Arabic, Aramaic word for alcohol is algal. Algal is a demon that eats your flesh. Alcohol literally corrodes the liver. It literally depletes all the oxygen out of the cell. Now, guess what's in alcohol that's doing that? Fermented sugar, high levels of salt, and lipid base. I'm not making this up. Same thing that they putting inside of all your food. So you wonder why people have cirrhosis of the liver and never drunk a damn drink in their life. Because they've been eating that alcohol, which is the high saturated fats, which is the high fermented sugar, processed sugar, which is the high salts. They've been eating it in their food their whole life. And their body is reacting like they've been drinking alcohol their whole life. So you got a lot of customers that come to us, or a lot of people that come to us be like, man, I got cirrhosis of the liver and I got failing kidneys and I ain't never drunk alcohol in my life. And I say, well, what's your diet been like, brother? What's your diet been like, God? Then they tell me your diet. They tell me they diet. And I say, well, you actually been drinking and eating more alcohol than a regular alcoholic. They've been lying to us, family. We got to kick these addictions. We got to kick these foods. And your serotonin and your melatonin is the solution. I'm going to show you how to do that. Y'all see that? So, alcohol. It's a lot of alcoholics out here. If you addicted to sugar, you are alcoholic. That's what sugar breaks down into. Why you think I tell you do not mix melons with any other fruit? Because when the melons break down, it becomes fermented. Fermented sugar is what becomes alcohol. Y'all know that your body produced this naturally. That's why you can check the alcoholic ratio and protein fat in the body. Your body produces it automatically from the food that you're eating. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't have to be drinking alcohol to be an alcoholic. All you have to be doing is eating GMO foods, processed foods, chemistry warfare foods, drinking juices and soda. All of that ish is alcohol. And you wonder why the vagina got yeast in it 29 days out of the month. Because you on a high sugary, high salt diet. Sugar and salt mixed together with moist produces yeast and fungus. You wonder why you can't get rid of BV and that bacteria infection. Or man, you wonder why the shaft of that penis and the tip of that penis always itching, but you don't see nothing there. You're full of fungus and yeast from what you're eating, these high sugar, high fat, high salt diets. Y'all see how all of this is connected together with each other? All of it. All of it is connected together with each other. Now look at the obese. Look at this. Normal brain, look at all that red. Obese, the red is leaving. The functionality of the brain is leaving. Neuropathy is setting in. Normal, without cocaine, but look at the red, now look at the cocaine. I'm not making this up. I'm not making this stuff up. I'm going to do a few more. Look at that. Look at this, y'all. This is an alcoholic brain. Look, it says the darker color indicates depressed brain activity. This brain is damn near dead. This brain is operating at 25%. This is on alcohol. Remember, your salt, sugar, fats, and foods are worse than alcohol, y'all. I'm showing all this at my seminar. You think that people that are drinking themselves to death are worse than you, and you on the worst diet in America, you are 10 times more likely to die quicker than that Negro that wake up and drink his beer soon as he get up and drink all throughout the day. You are worse than him. You are worse than him. I'm showing facts. I'm showing pictures, MRIs that I done got from my doctor friends. I'm showing and telling it all. They didn't mind with you. They didn't mind if you that got you thinking that the Negro on cocaine, the one that's on heroin, that's sleeping homeless in a box is unhealthy, but you healthy because you in a nice home and you dress nice. But if you open up your refrigerator, it's a damn funeral home. Ain't no difference. You got to kick that addiction. You have to kick that addiction. And you can do it through your own melatonin and serotonin. And I'm going to show you how to do it. I promise you, I ain't gonna leave y'all just, up in flames. I ain't gonna tell y'all the bad stuff and ain't gonna give you no remedy or solution. If y'all liking this channel so far, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all subscribe, make sure y'all share. If everybody get what I'm saying, understanding, overstanding, and understanding, type in some 9s. Make sure y'all share this on all platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, share it all around. And if y'all getting some understanding, overstanding, and understanding, type in some 9s. Don't worry about no trolls, y'all. Anybody just look, these are people that's doped up off of drugs and they hate themselves and don't love who they are. Let them talk they ish. We ain't worried about them. They don't exist. We vibrating at higher levels right now. You know what I'm saying? We literally are eating from the etheric realm. We catching downloads from the sun. So we ain't worried about nobody else on the channel acting like they know what they talking about when they don't. I'm in the laboratories. I've been healing for many years now. Got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of healing cases. We just got one today in, another herpes today off a humbug. From another client. Sent me another client of her friend showing me, you know what I'm saying? So look, we ain't worried about the naysayers or what they got to say. We got the proof. The proof is in the pudding. I got the documentations. Y'all see the healing testimonies on my page. I know what I'm talking about. Been doing this for too long. All right, all praises. So check this out. So we are starting to see that we have been lied to. Agenda, a diabolical plot is on me and you. All right, let's keep this going. Now I just want to show y'all. I don't want to show y'all too much. Let me show y'all just one more thing. Let's see what this right here say. Now look, this shows you how they make. These are documents. This shows you how they are making shit up in the laboratories. You think that that's real cheese you eating because it got real cheese? That ain't real cheese. Even though cheese is even bad for you, real cheese is bad. It's the pus of a cow. It's the pus of a lamb or a goat. It's pus. It's bad. It's broken down, deteriorated blood cells. It's called dead blood cell corpuscles. It will kill you dead as a doorknob. It's full of lactic acid. It will burn your butt to death. Dairy products is the #1 carcinogens on planet Earth. If you want cancer, eat dairy. You want cancer, drink dairy. You want cancer, eat meat. You want cancer, drink your meat. Yes, people drink meat too. We're going to talk about that as well. You see what I'm saying? So don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that good dairy products or raw dairy products from an animal is good for you. That is still bad and it still will kill you. But I'm showing you that you've been thinking you've been eating actually raw milk and all this good cheese, not the American, but the cheese that came straight from the no, you haven't. They've been lying through labeling law. Look up labeling law. They've been lying to you. Let's look at this. Check this out. Check this out, family. Look, flavor enhancer. This is document EP 1089636B1. These are real documents, y'all, from these companies. And look, remember, the food company and the pharmaceutical company is the same company. It's all backed by Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and it's all funded on the foundation of John D. Rockefeller or John D. Rothschild. Rothschild and Rockefeller are the same people. And Gates is a Rothschild. Don't let that demonic reptilian fool get you or deceive you. Yes, he is. He's all a part of that reptilian agenda. These ain't even human beings. These are ancient serpent beings. I know half of y'all probably like, what the hell y'all keep talking about? But that's for another conversation. That's for another conversation. Now check this out, y'all. Let's read this. Look, it says a process for preparation of a natural cheese flavor enhancer, which comprises incubating a protein, a fat. Hold on, look, remember, we talking about sugar, salts, and fats. A protein, a fat, a protease, and a lipase, and a quinus, that's what it say, medium under condition suitable for producing a cheese flavor enhancer. Now, check this out. So at first, when I was reading through these documents, I'm like, okay, they just making an enhancer for the cheese. But when you go to page 4, we finna go to page 4. Boy, look, they be telling on they sales. It ain't even no damn cheese in it. It ain't no cheese in the cheese, family. That's why when you burn it, it melts and turns into plastic. They are putting plastic in your food. That rice you've been eating, that ain't no damn rice. That is plastic. Literally. Think I'm like, we finna read this stuff. Hey, it is mind blowing. What you consider food is not food. We have to come up with some type of nonprofit, and we have to get into our own agriculture, buy some acres, buy some land, and start literally trading our own food, y'all. If we don't, we are going to be annihilated just from the food alone. And Bill Gates' reptilian ass done bought up all the land in America. I mean, land is coming scarce, y'all. We got to jump on this now. We got to jump on this now because we ain't heading down no type of path that's going to be a relief in the end. This the end game. This is going to get worse and worse. I hope y'all know that. Yahweh is pushing us to be in control of our own situations and stop relying on this damn government. Where do y'all think the WIC program came from? Notice what they give you in the WIC program. Bread. Huh? Carbohydrates, carbonic acid. Huh? High in sugar. Milk. Lactic acid. High in fats. You want your milk? Then you got the nerve to go get the blue kind and think it's better than the red top. It's all bad. It's all killing you. Look, your breads, your milk. What else they give you on Wix? Your cheese. All the things that we've been talking about since the beginning of this lesson. Your sugars, your salts, and your fats. The very thing that's killing you. But the WIC program. Man, that is the self-assassination program. That's why we don't want nothing from this damn government. Nothing. Because everything that they give you is to kill you and annihilate you. See that? And this is scientifically proven, y'all. Milk is not meant to be consumed by black people. It's something called lactose intolerant. Your body responds, immediately detox that stuff out of your body. As soon as you drink it, you go ish it out. You go immediately to the bathroom and defecate it out. Immediately. Because your body, the melanin, look, that prokaryotic cell that you come from, know good and damn well that it ain't supposed to be messing or interacting with that lactic. So as soon as you eat it, you go immediately to the bathroom. You damn near boo-boo on yourself. Because your body detoxified out quick as hell. Showing you that you ain't meant to eat it. Straight up. All right, let's keep it going. Hold on. It gets deeper. It gets deeper, family. Now, check this out. We're just going to read from document 0012. Check this out. Matter of fact, I'm going to do it like this. It says, it should be understood that in this invention, oh, so y'all damn near, y'all in the laboratory making cheese. The cheese flavor enhancer is not a cheese flavor in itself. If it is added to a bland product, check this out, it does not impact any specific flavor. On the other hand, when the cheese flavor enhancer is added to a cheese containing product, it enhances the cheese flavor, enabling, look what's highlighted, the amount of expensive cheese, it says normally present in the product to be reduced. What that word say? Huh? Substantially. That's what it says. Substantially. What that word say? Huh? I'm gonna let y'all read that. Substantially. So hold on. Let's read this again. It says, cheese containing product. It enhances the cheese flavor, enabling the amount of expensive cheese normally present in the product to be reduced substantially. So if we're reducing the real cheese inside of it, then what was the point of putting the flavor in it? They are not even putting cheese inside of this stuff, y'all. They're putting nothing but chemicals and giving your melanin taste buds the reaction like it's really cheese. Giving your melanin taste buds the reaction like it's really meat. Giving your melanin taste buds the reaction like it's really these sweet things when it's not. It's all chemical enhanced flavors and meat. It's all fake. Y'all been eating fake food, Matrix food. Y'all see this crazy stuff and wonder why we dying. Boy, I ain't gonna show y'all the other documents because it get deep. It get deeper than that. It gets deeper than that. So we have to get up off of these things. And the best way to get up off of these things, remember I was telling y'all about in the beginning, I was telling y'all they have something inside the chemicals that is called a serotonin inhibitor, meaning when you take it, it actually inhibits your serotonin from expressing itself and causing the liver and the gallbladder to actually kick on its detoxification functionings to get this stuff up out of your body. Well, you have certain herbs that increases serotonin inside the body no matter what, meaning that this will increase your detoxification stage no matter what. Please write this down, family. The first herb is milk thistle. It's the seeds of the milk thistle plant. Now, the seeds have to be broken open because you have cellulose that's around the seed. So if you really want to get and experience the milk thistle and the detoxification agent to turn on that serotonin to start detoxifying all these addictive dopamine, additive, preservative, salt, sugar, fat ratios up out of your cells for your body can start regenerating itself, you have to grind that seed up. All right. So milk thistle grinded, the seed grinded, have to be grinded. All right. Your second one is dandelion leaf and dandelion root. Will literally turn on serotonin inside of that gut. Dandelion leaf and dandelion root. All right. So we got milk thistle seed, we got dandelion leaf, and we got dandelion root. All right. Y'all write that down. Somebody put this inside of the chat if I can know y'all following along, and I'll keep going. I'll keep going. All right. Your fourth one is quassia chips. Quassia chips. In Africa, they call it Judah root. Quassia chips. In Africa, they call it Judah root. Quassia chips. And that's one of our main things inside of our bitter one. And that's why our three bitters kick addiction real fast. If you want to truly kick addiction, my three bitters, that is great for addiction, that is great for cutting off your hunger. And most of the time when you're hungry, you're not really hungry. That is your body getting rid of cytotoxins. And through that cytotoxin cleansing process, you will hear your stomach growl and things like that. You have been lied to and been trained to think that your stomach growling is you hungry, or your stomach is giving up gases and empty space for you to eat again. And that is not the case at all. We have done major studies on this. When your stomach is doing that, it is breaking down the food and getting rid of the cytotoxins that the food that you just ate brought in. That's not a hunger pain. That's not a hunger sound. That is literally a digestive food decomposition sound for you to get ready to go eliminate. We have to change and redefine what they done taught us, y'all. It's all lies. All lies. All lies. You think your stomach growling, you hungry. No, Negro, you need to go to the bathroom because your liver done kicked on its detoxification agents, and your liver is now speaking to the pancreas, and the pancreas is in communication with the gallbladder, and it's starting to produce chime and bow. My bad, y'all. That was a tongue twister. Chime and bow, for it can start further breaking down that food through pepsinogen and pepsin and things like that through the hydrochloric acid, for these things can get out of the body, for they won't dump into the blood, and you won't get the blood acidic or too alkaline, and you won't drop dead. That's the growling sound. That is a mechanical mechanism that's going on. That don't mean you hungry. Y'all think everything mean you're hungry. Everything don't mean you're hungry. Boy, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. So far, the last one I just got done talking about was quassia chips. Right? Now, it's another one. It's called bearberry. Not bayberry or not barberry, but bearberry. B-E-A-R berry. This is going to use the stem and the root. Bearberry root, bearberry stem. It will kick on serotonin real quick up in you. And I'm going to give y'all one more. It stank to high heaven when you make it like a tea, but it's very, very, very good for you. I hate the way it smells. It relaxes the nervous system too, but it's full of serotonin. It's actually full of melatonin too. And this is valerian root. Valerian root. If y'all got all of them so far, type in some nines. Thank you, John Corey. Thank you, Felisa. Thank you, all of y'all that's helping me out here, y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all most definitely doing great work by helping me out here. All right. Now, what I suggest, other than y'all can make all of these out of teas, but the only thing you cannot make out of a tea or out of a tea concoction will be the milk thistle. You're going to grind it up and you want to put that in capsules. You want to put that in capsules, and we want that to break open and explode and get into that bloodstream and go straight to the liver to do its job. On my seminar, I'm going to get more in depth into this. Make sure y'all get them tickets to Las Vegas, y'all. I'm telling you. All right. Cool. All praise. I'm glad all of y'all getting this. All right, if y'all ready to do some call-ins, y'all can ask any question y'all want. If y'all ready to do some call-ins, type in some nines, and I will open the phone lines up. And, we'll talk to the people. Y'all ready for some call-in? Let's do it. Type in some nines. Now, y'all know the rules to the call-in. Don't be blowing it up. If somebody answer the phone, make sure you give them time to talk and ask you a question. If you see somebody on the line, please don't be calling back to back. Try to make sure that they are off the line before you call. That way the audience can hear how y'all calling? I ain't even look. They calling me already. I'm gonna go answer you, put you on hold. Since you called real fast, I'm gonna put you on hold. I'm putting you on hold. Stay on the line. All right, well, they didn't call quick, y'all. So let me turn this phone line up, get it off mute. All right, hey, make sure you mute your phone because I'm hearing your background already. We're going to bring them in, y'all. They're going to ask their question. We're going to do a testing first to make sure that the Worldwide Assembly, most definitely the Worldwide family, melanated family, do hear them. And once we confirm that we do hear them, he can ask, or she can ask, whoever it is can ask whatever they want. We're going to go into detail how to get them better, how to get them healed, okay? Any question y'all want? All right, we finna go ahead and open up these phone lines. Peace, healing, peace, love, light, and healing. Speak your peace, speak your name. What's up with you?
Hi, how are you? My name is T.
Your name is T. Hold on.
Yes.
Before you start, let me make sure everybody hear you. Do everybody hear her? Everybody hear T online? If y'all can hear T online, type in some sevens. I'm gonna put my number in here. Once she get off the line, I'm gonna put my number in. I ain't gonna put my number in again for y'all be blowing her up. Can y'all hear her? If y'all can hear her, type in some sevens. Go ahead, talk again, T.
Hello, hi everyone.
Yep, they can hear you. Let me just turn you up a little bit more.
Okay.
Let me turn you up a little bit more through my headphones. All right, go ahead. What you got for us, Queen?
So I first would like to thank you for all the information that you have been given. Um, for the last, I guess, 10 years, I've been having massive hair fall from the middle of my head.
Uh-huh.
And it consistently happened during like December, October. I had depression,
Mm-hmm.
and I also had, when I was younger, like in when I was like 9, 10 years old, because I drank from somebody else's juice. I had herpes simplex 1.
Okay.
So every time when I go through a depression or a stressful state, my hair will fall out like in like it's a handful of hair in a round area from the root.
Okay.
In January, I listened to you and I did get the